Oh, it must be the light off to the side. Is that doing it? I'm not that far away from it. Okay. May have to keep it down tonight. Let's see if I can get the mic pointed in the right direction. Turn it up, 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 up. 50%. There you go. That probably works. Alrighty. Sort of lounging around a little lazy tonight because I had a pretty hectic day. Burned my way through my energy reserves, that's for sure. And didn't eat enough today either. All right, so my calendar of events, what we're doing for the health planning stuff. We got right now and through to the end of June, we're doing the baseline diet and exercise, get a sense for those. And then, and when I say diet, I don't mean like a diet, I mean it as a way of eating that you ascribe to, not like a try to lose weight kind of diet. All right, so health and the baseline diets for the next few days, or next month essentially, and then the last day of June, we start the high carb diet, and we do that all the way to July 27th. And on July 21st, we start the cardio exercises. But up till then, we should be doing our baseline exercise anyway, as much as possible. And then the 28th through the 3rd, I will be doing the cardio exercises, but not a project week. And then on the 11th of August, 11th of August will be a video creation week, and that's when we'll end the cardio exercise routine. And then we have from the week of the 11th. So the 11th at that point would be 17th, and the 18th through the 1st of September, go back to the baseline dietary and fitness regimen. And then the 1st of September, start keto. End keto on the 28th of September. And start explosive or fast twitch training on the 22nd. So, and we end the fast twitch muscle training on the 19th. Of October, and we will be resorting back to the baseline health and diet, fitness and diet routines from the 19th to November 3rd. And November 3rd, we start the high protein diet. And then the 20, I guess we're I guess on the 31st of November. Does November even have a 31st? I don't think so. On the 30th of November, maybe last day of November. Either way, end the high protein diet and start the weight training. So essentially slow twitch muscle development, and do that all the way to the 21st of December. And that's really the health and fitness planning for the most part. Now, what we're looking at, let's see if I can read my comments. If there's anything there. Nope, not yet. Ooh, we're only 6 minutes in, so we got plenty of time left tonight. Oh, man. My back is sore. All right. So what we're looking at for the cardio routine, base fitness routine is the warm-ups, 5 minutes, and then 3 circuits, roughly averaging at about 40 minutes. And potentially a couple more reps on some of those, because I want the whole thing to last about an hour. Get myself up to an hour by the end of the month. This is the baseline fitness that I will be doing alternating. When I do basically, I do day 1 would be the warm-ups and the 45-minute routine or the 40-minute routine. And then day 2 is yoga, tai chi, and parkour practice. And then day 3 is the warm-ups and exercise routine for 45 minutes. 4, yoga, tai chi. 5, exercise routine, circuit training. Day 6 is yoga and tai chi again. And then day 7 should be recovery. Base diet is predominantly lean proteins and vegetable mixes. So it's sort of low carb. It's not keto because it's not high fat. But it's not dead set on low carb either. And then end of the month high carb is going to be popcorn, rice, rice crackers or cakes, and Triscuits, hummus, maybe some Rice Krispies or something, apple, banana, orange, canned beans, waffles. I didn't get to check the price on pancakes, croissants, cornbread, and I haven't found a source for the instant mashed potatoes yet. I could probably get ramen relatively easily and season it my own way. I think I'll see if I can find an instant rice that I could do easily while traveling. Mix an instant rice with beans. Although, honestly, if I'm able to do ramen is just instant rice. So I may just do that. The ramen and beans. So predominantly while traveling and figuring things out, I will mostly look at doing things like pico de gallo with beans and maybe corn over salad, hummus and rice cakes or hummus and crackers, cereal, ramen, cold soak ramen to soften them, fruits, and maybe Ramen and beans? I don't know. Maybe. I could also potentially see if I could do the instant mashed potatoes with some sort of smoked or dried meat like a pepperoni. I will expand a little bit on that, just experimenting and playing when I get back from travel. Cardio is going to be 1 hour each. Pick one for a day and go for it. And it's going to be stairs, rowing, cycling, boxing, dancing, jump rope, and maybe swimming on rest days. Keto foods are going to be omelets, tuna salad, bacon, ground beef, mixed nuts, nut butters, fish, yogurt, pork rinds, Hollandaise ranch, Alfredo, and veggie mixes. The explosive or fast twitch muscle routines are going to be 5-minute warm up, 10-minute dominant, 5-minute secondary, and then back and forth to get about an hour workout routine. And when I say dominant, it's going to be alternating days of lower body dominant, upper body dominant. And the exercises are going to be things like box jumps, battle ropes, hurdles, plyo push-ups or wall punches, long jump, shot put, and then that's pretty much all there is to that one. The high protein diet is going to be things like chicken breast, egg white, lean ham, gelatin, and then veggies for the vitamins and minerals on that bout. And then the weight training, I think I'm probably going to split up a little bit more over an entire stream of, what do we got here? So I forget how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 exercises that I could be doing for the weight training workouts. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 of 27 are upper body dominant. So I may just pick a preferred set of maximized benefit for a certain set of muscles on a given day. Also depends on what ones it feels like I need to work more for a balance on benefits. Oh, well, man, I am tired. All right, so laptop's getting a little hot. I'm just sprawled out as a landscape that you're looking across. That's a great picture. All right, so that's weight training, and that's going to be predominantly in, I think it's November, December. Whew. Yeah, weight training should be late November into December. Okay, health and well-being. June. Yeah, November 24th to December 21st is the weight training. And then I will recap at the end of the year and plan for starting a whole new year of something. I have to admit, I've been sort of amusing myself with, I guess it was last night. Was it really just last night? Where I was jokingly saying, like, if you look at calorie counts, you could probably get away with eating 6 or 7 candy bars a day as your diet. And then I got to thinking, like, ooh, if I really figure it out, that would be an interesting thing to try. It's a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea, but it's kind of a neat idea. So I've been like, I did a little research and looked for like candy bars that have low or no trans fats. Checked a few of them to see where they are with the saturated fat. And did a little information on like protein content. And like it looks like Snickers and Kit Kat are both pretty decent candy bars for not being as bad for you as the others can be. Now, the information I looked up really only worked with the top 12 candy bars. So the thing I keep coming across is like I need to do some research on some of the lesser known ones because I would almost guarantee you that things like the Nutrageous bars or a Baby Ruth or things like that, because they're higher content peanut, you're going to get more protein per bar. And I'm trying to think if there might be other bars that have other things that are potentially viable methods of because many of them are going to be chocolate or caramel, so you're going to get the carbohydrate intake and you're going to get the fat intake your body needs in a given day. And protein you can probably get from peanuts, so that gets you a lot of your macronutrients. Now your micronutrients, you're probably going to see a fair number of things with I wonder if there's anything with like a candy bar with a fruitiness to it that could get me like vitamin C and a few other of those. And I would almost say something like an Almond Joy or maybe Snickers. Some of those are going to get you a fair number of your minerals, your vitamin A, vitamin K, vitamin E, unless they're fortified foods or use like a flaxseed oil, which I'm sure there's probably some gourmet like whole something or other weirdo uh, candy bar that I could find that would include a fair amount of the nutrients. Actually, I'm also thinking, I think there's got to be, like, I know some of those low carb diets out there have like diet candy bars that you can get, and they're really like a protein and artificial sweetener. Like, I don't know that I want to do a lot of those because they're not really great for you. Those artificial sweeteners are not good options usually. But I feel like half the fun of doing that would essentially be like It's sort of like doing a very clickbait idea. You see those things where like this person ate nothing but potatoes for 2 weeks and lost 10 pounds. Like, I'm wondering if it's plausible, uh, potentially plausible to do a, I feel like after a week of nothing but candy bars for meals, I'd be sick of candy bars real quick. But the possibility of doing like a week or two, like ideally it would be fun to say like eat nothing but candy bars for a month, and well, I can't say that. I would have to pull in maybe a salad of some kind. Maybe. I don't know. Uh, I should do some research to see what types of candy bars are out there and if there's a way to fill in some of those nutritional gaps. Now the goal would be um, to get pretty much everything I need nutritionally, but get calorie counts lower than what I need for my activity level. So that may mean high level of fitness training at that time, and it may mean uh, 3 to 4, maybe even 5 candy bars a day spaced out, and just suck it up. It's just that's your whole meal. Um, but I mean, I could probably do that for a little while, and at the caloric deficit with physical activity to maintain muscle mass, you should probably be burning through fat reserves, and you could theoretically lose weight eating nothing but candy bars. uh 2 weeks would be about what I think I should probably do that for. I might be able to make it make sense for a month. That would be a fun experiment. Well, no, it would probably suck about a week and a half in. I would hate it, but just for the sake of getting the results and the quirky experiment of it, I think it could potentially be worth it. Now, like, I really should look up. I would be I would be surprised if there aren't some sort of candy bar out there with some kind of fruit in it. I'm thinking, like, if you can find something with a banana, you can get your potassium, um, something with strawberry, or some of those other things. You can potentially get some of the nutrients that you need. It might be a little hard to get something like vitamin E and vitamin K, and you might be a little short on your B12. Does I feel like if I could make my own things, if I could make my own candy bar, there are a couple ways I can add ingredients. Like you could put uh, something with beta carotene in it into the mix that would get you vitamin A, um, but wouldn't otherwise compromise the food. Actually, I wonder if something like a Rice Krispie, which is usually a fortified food item, some of those cereals are very multi. They're essentially a multivitamin in cereal format. I bet you some of those would be good. Now I got to see if somebody makes like a candy bar like that. Like I could make some of my own. but it sort of feels like cheating. So I could probably pull up a list of like I don't mean like actual looking at a list here, but like I know I can get calcium, probably chromium, copper, fluoride, iodine, iron, magnesium, manganese, molybdenum, phosphorus, selenium, zinc, potassium, sodium, and chloride. I can get most of that pretty readily. The trick is going to be things like vitamin A, vitamin C, D you can get from sunlight. Vitamin E is going to be tricky, and vitamin K is going to be tricky. Now, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, B6, folate, and B12 can sometimes be added as fortification to certain things. I don't know about the pantothenic acid and biotin or choline. I'm not sure where I might maybe get something like those. Now, in my fat content, getting linoleic acid and alpha linoleic acids in the right ratios might be kind of hit or miss, but that's something that can be off from time to time and not be hugely detrimental. Protein, looking to hopefully get like 9 grams, maybe 10 grams a day. Oh no, I need more than that. I need minimum, I would say I want to get somewhere in the range of 30 to 50 grams of protein a day. So I'm going to be seeing if I can find candy bars that have that content. Fiber, maybe in nuts or like the wafer in a Kit Kat or other things like that might add some fiber. Nuts might also as well. The carbohydrate content is going to be through the roof. And your fat content, it may not be proportionally right for the linoleic acid and alpha linoleic acid, but aiming for omega-6 and omega-3s to be involved in some way might be something worth pursuing. A lot of nuts have decent fat profiles. So I'm looking for 20 to 35% of my diet to be fat, 45 to 65 to be carbohydrate, and 10 to 35 to be protein. Some of that's liable to be skewed. I'm probably going to get way over the carbohydrate. But that's just sort of one of those things that may happen. Seems like a weird idea to try, but I have to admit, just because it's such a weird idea, I'm sort of fascinated by it. I might do a little research in a few minutes here. I think I'm probably going to call it at 30 minutes tonight, just because I'm in an odd place, trying to keep it quiet, not too loud tonight. Hopefully, I'm audible. And I will touch base again tomorrow night and sum up the week, I think. I may get a better sense on the weightlifting, the weight training fitness routine by tomorrow. I think that's the only thing really left to sort out. Everything else is pretty much figured out for the rest of the year. I can't believe that my entire year of eating and exercise is planned. That's a certain level of planning. Well, to be fair, I'm going to include some flexibility so that, like this weekend, I do not have the opportunity to do some of the things I need to do. I'm kind of out of sorts, out of my base location. So it may throw off what I'm doing, but if I build my schedule modularly, I can shift things into new places so I can continue to get what I need if it's just done out of order a little bit. So, yeah, basically, I've got a plan to cover the next 6, 7 months. Yeah, 7 months. That's a lot going on. All righty. Well, I will see you tomorrow. And take care of yourself and have a good night. Good to hear the sound came through. I'm doing this on the laptop, so the camera's working and the mic's working for the laptop and not the desk computer, which I had to break down and hide in a corner. um, uh, so it looks like it's working. I don't know. And we didn't get any signal drop, did we, tonight? Because I think the last time I tried to do this, and I pointed the camera at the other computer to try to show what I was working on, that's when we were getting signal drop on this. Interesting. So maybe I could get this going regularly. And my lounging on a couch, essentially. I think that was sort of funny. Some of my mom's old artwork there. All righty. Well, have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. All right. So, and there we go.